Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Trading Card Game live video. My name is Jamie and today I'll be taking you through another deck which has come out from the most recent expansion, which of course is Destined's Rivals. But just before we do go to the video, if you do like this type of content and you'd like to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card Game, then as always be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course like this video. So let's have a look at the deck of today. We're looking at this card here. This is Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, so stage 2 Pokemon, 320 HP, which is quite a lot of HP, and has a good attack and a very interesting ability. So let's start with this ability. Its ability, Punk Up. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, so you can search your deck for 5 basic Dark Energy and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon in any way that you like, and then you shuffle your deck afterwards. Paired that with this attack, Shadow Bullet, which does 180 damage, and you can also do 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so that's also pretty good as well. Has a weakness to Grass and a retreat cost of 2. So this is pretty good. 180, double that as 360. We can knock out quite a lot of things with that. I mean, certainly in terms of two-shotting anyway. And it also does 30 to the bench as well, to your opponent's bench. So some really nice plays that I've had through testing this. Through setup is, say for example, if you have Munkidori, which we'll have a look very shortly, and you do 2 lots of 60 and then move some damage over, you can knock out a lot of basics and stage 1s, things like, I don't know, Charmeleons for example, Curliers, that kind of stuff, so that's also pretty good as well. So yeah, that is a Grimmsnarl EX. So what other Pokemon does that best pair well with? Well, we can use Punk Up with the main, I suppose the main card of this deck, which is this one here, which is Marnie's Morpeko. So Marnie's Morpeko has a stack here, Spiky Wheel does 20 plus, and does 4 damage for each Dark Energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you attach 5 onto here, that's 4 times 5 is 200, 220, I believe the maths is right. But either way, there's a lot of damage that you can be doing with Marnie's Morpeko. And we can power that up pretty easily, so to say, with Grimmsnarl EX there. So that is the idea, to use that and to power up our Morpeko here and lead with that. So there are some other ways we can bump up the numbers, as we'll soon find out, but that is the idea. Of course, we also have, as just mentioned before, Munkidori in there as well, so we can use the ability, put some damage counters, or move some damage counters around a little bit, get those numbers even higher. And as I said before, it's quite nice if you are leading with Grimmsnarl EX as well, and use Shadow Bullet, you can set up some plays there and knock out some things on the bench as well with that 30 damage to the bench. Other Pokemon that we have in the deck as well, we've also got Okidogi EX there as well. So it's got a pretty good attack here, a second attack here for 2 darker colors, does 130 more damage if this Pokemon is poisoned. So that's 260. Of course, with Munkidori, you can make that to 290 if we can get that high. And also we have some other ways of bumping that up as well, so we can get it to the 300 with that. So that's pretty good. And of course, in order to poison it and to allow a bit of versatility to the deck, we also have Pecharunt EX as well for its ability here, so we can switch our bench Pokemon with the Pokemon in the active spot. So switch out gives us nice versatility in the deck, and it poisons the active Pokemon. So normally that's a bad thing, but there are ways of utilizing that, so making it a good thing, which is what we want in this deck. So it can also attack as well. It's also not bad as well. It's got a pretty solid attack if you are kind of late game and your opponent has taken a lot of prizes there. So that is that. And yeah, other Pokemon pretty standard. 1 Budew in there, just if we open up, we want to item lock our opponent, we'll go second, and Fezandipiti as well through the script. Do keep in mind that some of these dark Pokemon are not Marnie's Pokemon. So for example, things like Grimmsnarl with Punk Up, that would not work on things like Okidogi, for example, because it's not a Marnie's Pokemon. So you can only use that on your Marnie's Pokemon. So that is the Pokemon line. Let's have a look at the trainers. We're looking a little bit like this. So very heavy on Iono here. That is a route that we've gone. 2 Arven there, 2 bosses, 2 research. Buddy-Buddies, pretty standard. Rare Candy, kind of need that in order to get our Grimmsnarl out. Nest Ball, Super Rods, Counter Catcher. We have here 1 Energy Recycler, or Recycler. So this is, for example, when our Morpeko gets knocked out, then we can use Energy Recycler and put this energy back in the deck and then keep reusing Grimmsnarl and keep reusing Punk Up. That is the idea behind that. A spec of choice, we've gone for Unfair Stamp here. Morpeko does have low HP, so if it does get knocked out, then Unfair Stamp becomes pretty clutch. That's why we have that. And yeah, we have a Binding Mochi in here as well. So this is how we can get our damage even higher. So once our Pokemon is poisoned through here, through Pecharunt here, EX, then we can use Binding Mochi, we can attach that to the active spot, or to the Pokemon in the active spot, and then hit those big numbers. So we can get that an additional 40 more damage there. So that's really good. So things, for example, yeah, so Morpeko can get even higher, for example. That's pretty good. Yeah, so this can also, for example, we've got our Okidogi here. That's what is that? It's 260 plus the additional 40. That's 400. Sorry, 400, 300. And then of course we have Munkidori. That's 330. That knocks out most stage 2s, I believe. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. We've got one rescue board in there, Jamming Tower, and another new card that has just come out, which is Spikemuth Gym. So during our turn, we can, or during each player's turn, we can search our deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, reveal it, put it into our hand, and then shuffle our deck. That is very good, because that just allows us to draw out all of our Marnie Pokemon. So let's say, for example, we have Rare Candy in hand, and we have a Impidimp on the bench. We can basically just get out our final piece of the puzzle here, which is Grimmsnarl, and then Rare Candy then and use Punk Up. So that's really, really good. So definitely want to be utilizing that. So we've got a 4 of that in there. And finally, energy, we're looking at this. We've got 10 in there, pretty standard. So again, when our Pokemon do go down, we want to try and recycle them. Things like Super Rod, for example, things like Energy Recycler, just to get those energy back in the deck and to keep utilizing Punk Up. So yeah, so that is the idea of the deck. So yeah, let's just go play a game with it. Let's put it into practice and see how it plays out. Okay, so let's see if we are going first or second. We do want to go first because we rely on evolutions. So going first is always good. However, our opponent has called it correct, so let's see. Either way, if we go second, we run full Buddy-Buddy. Hopefully we can open up with Budew there. So let's see. We're going to go first. Okay, thought that would be the case. But let's see. I don't know if Guardy's back on the rise again, so we start with Morpeko active. That's not too bad either. Yeah, I don't know if Guardy's on the rise, but I have played a lot of Guardy's in testing. So Dragon Bolt's okay. Kind of guess by the sleeves, to be honest. But yeah, it should be interesting. Should be interesting. So we are looking to two-shot. In most cases, trying to two-shot. Dragapult. Dragapult's got two. I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Okidogi might be the play here. Try and get those high numbers if we can. Or we'll just go 2 shots. We'll just go with the 2-shot route. So let's see. A nice thing as well, Morpeko does have free retreat as well. So if we want to go down the Budew route, we just Nest Ball, get our whatever we need, or get our Budew there, and we just retreat it for free. That's also very nice. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think that might be the play, because that then stops them using Rare Candy here, although they do kind of rely on going through the stages anyway, because then they can utilize the stage 1 for the draw engine there, but we'll see. So okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that would probably be pretty standard. But Arven's pretty nice. We can get Arven and get a Buddy-Buddy there. So cool. Yeah, let's Arven there. So we'll get a Unfair Stamp there. Cool. Nice, and we'll get a Mochi there as well. Cool. Buddy, and let's grab ourselves an Impidimp. Let's grab ourselves a Budew there. Cool. Spikemuth Gym. We can search there. This is a really great stadium card, especially for this deck as well. We'll grab another Impidimp there. There we go. Stick a. All right. So we've got both. Yeah, Pecharunt in deck. We've also. Oh no, we've also got Okidogi there as well. I guess we need both of them out though at this moment. I don't know. Yeah. All right. We've got Ultra Ball in hand as well. All right. We'll get that. We'll have to kind of manually go through the stages there with that. But cool. All right, that's fine. Let's stick that on there as well. Let's go with Budew active there. Cool. And if this gets knocked out as well, we can also Ultra Ball for Fezandipiti. That would also work. Draw some cards with that, so. And providing our Stadium stays in play as well, we can also utilize. Yeah, but we can also utilize that and get our Grimmsnarl out next turn because we have Rare Candy in hand. Stick that on Morpeko and maybe just go aggro that way. So we'll try and play the idea, I guess, would be to try and play the, as we call it, the 7 prize card game. That's what we're aiming for here. So force them to take a knockout on 3 X's and a non-EX. So force them to take 7 prizes effectively. That is the idea. So so Morpeko would be 1. Let's see. But we know for a fact here that they're not getting our Dragapult this time, which is also very nice. Although with Crispin, I guess they could also, yeah, they'll just go, I guess they just go with Bite, go for the knockout, but then we can take the Sparkling Crystal off them. Nice, that's fine. I'm very good at that. Cool, let's stick Morpeko active. It's got free retreat anyway, and if we don't want to attack with it, we can just retreat it later on. Cool, that's fine. Right, so we want to, let's do that. Let's grab that. Just remember that, so yeah, okay, we're not going to be attacking with Okidogi just yet. So I think I don't really want to get rid of Super Rod though. So 1, 2, okay. All right, we Rare Candy. Take that here. So let's punk up. Yes, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do the math here a little bit. So let's go with so it's 4, 8. 12. So I want to get some. So let's stick 2 on Grimmsnarl there, just as a backup attacker, and 1, 2, 3 there on Morpeko. That's fine. Cool. And do we need Fezandipiti here? I guess so. I guess so. And if the Morpeko goes down, then we can also. We've got options there as well with the script. We can also get some more bench space. There we go. Okay, that's not bad. Arven there. Are we missing anything with Arven? Are we short of anything? I'm trying to think anything in deck that's going to be useful. I mean, Rare Candy into Impidimp, that would also be good. Let's just, why not? We've got Unfair Stamp as well. That might be a good shout. And let's just take Unfair Stamp. Cool, that's fine. Cool, yeah, no pressure there. 140. Cool, could have also taken a Rare Candy there for next turn, but I think that's okay. I don't think we're in any rush here. Oh, there's another Rare Candy, nice. Look at that. So, cool, yeah, not a bad setup. Not a bad setup. So, yeah, you could also just, yeah, even if the stadium goes, or we just replace it, get the stage 1, stick that down, and yeah, because we have a backup attack on the following turn anyway. So let's see, and there goes the Sparkling Crystal, so that forces them now to have a Crispin. They have to get the Crispin down. Okay, Iono. So yeah, they have to get the Crispin down at least. So I think that they're asking for too much here. I think so. They're asking. I mean, they need here Rare Candy, Dragapult, Crispin, if they want to get off attack this turn. Which I think is a lot in 5 cards. Well, this is something that your opponent can do as well. Is use your opponent's stadium. So in this case, it would be Spikemuth Gym, just to search the deck, just to get information, which is what they have done. So yeah, it just gives information basically. That's all they're doing. They cannot search any Marnie's Pokemon because I'm pretty sure they don't play any Marnie's Pokemon. There would be a bit weird if they did play something in there. Cool, but I think we're doing okay. We're doing fine. So if Morpeko goes down, then we can change our target bit, or we change the Pokemon that we lead with here. 110 damage. That's absolutely fine. All right, so we've got this. So this is fine. Cool. So let's stick that on Munkidori. Let's do that. Move the damage over. There we go. Put that on Duskull. Let's grab here Morgrem. Cool, that's fine. And then we've got that for the next turn. No need to push here, really. Nothing, no reason to push with research. I think we're doing pretty well here. Another 140. Take that. There we go. So let's see if they can mount a comeback. It looks pretty unlikely here. I think Morpeko is going to be taking that. I know that's also weak to dark as well. But what I really like about it, I think this deck is very, very strong. I really like the versatility that it has. It has various different options there. You can lead with Okidogi, you can lead with Grimmsnarl, you can lead with Morpeko. It's got so many different options here. It's got a Iono again, okay. It's also got an energy acceleration, it's got searches. I think this is really strong, this deck. I think it's really strong. There we go. I mean, I don't know at this point what they're going to do, but Ultra Ball, okay, well they're hanging in there, they're hanging in there. But, okay, Dracloak. So this is another thing that's pretty interesting. Most stage 1s, like Dracloak, for example, they have like 90 HP there. So if you've got 30, you're leading with Grimmsnarl there. You can do 30, 30, and then move damage over. That's 90. That gets a knockout on a lot of stage 1s. So things like, things like Charmeleon, Curliers, Dracloaks, for example. That is a play that I've seen quite a lot. Okay, Zatu. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll just continue leading aggro Morpeko here. I think that's fine. Rare Candy. Okay. We don't want to bump that down just yet. So this is not a Marnie's Pokemon. Okidogi is not Marnie, so we can't get energy on there. So we don't really want to bump this down just yet. So that's okay. So I think Spikemuth here, and let's take, we'll just take a Impidimp there. So that's fine. Yeah, I think we just continue attacking. They were hitting weakness, but we've got the knockout anyway, 280. There we go. No reason to push here. With more room now. Cool, alright, let's see. They need a supporter card in hand, otherwise, even with the supporter card in hand right now, they need a research or something. I have to play. How many Ionos are there? Rare Candy. Ooh. Okay. Oh, but no cards in hand. No cards in hand. That is a past turn there, but they've got Dracloak in there. Let's see. 2 Ionos. Okay, that's fine. So, you know what? I think let's retreat our Morpeko. Let's go aggro here. There we go. They just conceded. So we've got the knockout, and I was going to try and just put a bit of pressure onto the bench as well. But there you go. That is Morpeko. Look at our MVP there, which is Morpeko. So So yeah, so I think this is a really, really good deck. I think it's very, very solid. It's got so many things going for it in terms of the versatility, in terms of searches, yeah, in terms of yeah, just energy acceleration as well. So I think this is really, really good, this deck. But I'll leave the list in the description box below and you can check it out and let me know what you think of it. But as always, if you do like this type of content and you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon trading card game, then as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course like this video. That would be great. But otherwise, guys, that is Marnie's Morpeko for you. So thank you very much for watching and see you all in the next one.